Welcome back everyone to another exciting episode of Final Fantasy. Last time we wandered the little islands, the archipelago of the dragons, and were told to come to the Castle of Ordeal, and we did that. And now we're here at the Castle of Ordeal. I went ahead and used a tent right outside to save, since I had only lost like 3 hit points on the trip here. And we are ready to do this. Who are you? Possession of the crown is required to test your courage. Take it to the royal throne and bring back proof of your courage. Good luck. So we have the crown. The stolen crown. I don't know why we need the crown to do this, but okay. This is not a very long place. It's not very long at all. It can be very, very, very confusing, however. So let's do this. Okay, you'll see all these pillars here, and basically what the pillars are transporters. If you touch the pillar, it'll transport you. So if you touch, let's just go ahead and do it. This pillar takes me here, and as you can see, there's only one other pillar to touch, so we're going to touch the pillar here. But oh no, this one's taking us to this. Now, which one do we choose? Well, it's very simple. You don't know. You have to experiment. Now, I can tell you that I know which one it is. It's this one. If you touch the first, the one at the top, it'll take you back to the beginning. Okay, you don't want to go back to the beginning. You want to go here. We've gotten miraculously lucky so far. We're not going to be lucky forever. The shortest path here is to go down and then across. Oh, I knew we weren't going to get lucky forever. Okay, it's just red gargoyles. We fought these guys at Gurgu Volcano. They are not a big deal. There are many, many worse encounters that we could experience. Many worse. I guess I could have used anti-fire. That's incredibly obnoxious. You gotta be kidding me. It's so stupid. I'm not even mad because that's my fault. I should have just gone with the anti-fire to begin with, but I was like, oh, these guys aren't dangerous. And they almost killed Ren. Now I have to heal Ren. I have to waste items that cost money to heal Ren. And Bran. I'm going to heal Bran too. Nope. Did not. Good. I didn't want to use it. It's not doing very much, and I gotta heal Eric as well. Okay. Anyway, like I was saying, the shortest route is this way. Now, in that room is a treasure. It's the Zeus Gauntlets, and it is the piece of armor that I told you about. It's one of the pieces of armor that I told you about that can cast magic when you equip it and use it as an item in battle. However, it's guarded by some enemies that I don't want to fight, and you can get it later on as well without it being guarded. So you know how sometimes, I think I told you this, maybe it was the swamp cave or the marsh cave, We encountered some chests that were empty, because if you get an item in one place, it can be gotten in 2 different chests. And if you get it in one chest, the other chest is empty. This is one of those instances, and I don't really understand the concept of why they did this. But if you don't get it here, you can get it later, and you don't have to fight an encounter to get it. So we're gonna skip it. And there you go, that's how you get through this. Okay, now we're on the 3rd floor. This is where it's going to get incredibly difficult. The enemies encountered here are a lot more dangerous, and like I said, we've been very, very, very fortunate that we haven't encountered anything horrible. But this is basically a spiral. We're going to start here, and we're going to end up on the other side of this wall, but on the inside, and it's just a straight path. So let's go ahead and take care of that. Okay, this is our first really difficult encounter. These are Mancat. Mancats are just more powerful versions of the other guys we fought that were similar to... You guys remember on the outside? I forgot what they were called. Mancats have 110 hit points, so that's not too much. Their absorb is 30, their evade is 30 as well. They do 3 attacks, between 20 and 40 points of damage, but they cast spells. That's where they become a problem. So they have a 75% chance of casting a spell and 25% chance of attacking. The spell cycle that they have is Fire 2, Slow, Dark, Sleep, Fire, Lightning, Cure, Sleep. And that's their cycle. So I'm gonna try to kill them. They're not poisonous, even though they're green, and usually green monsters are poisonous. I'm gonna try to kill them with Eric and Jean, and I'm going to go ahead and try to run with my 2 mages. So if we kill them, we kill them, right? If we kill them, we kill them. Okay, we ran. We don't get any experience, but really those guys aren't worth the fight, to be honest with you. They're just not. Because if they do start casting spells, it's just going to be bad. There's an unavoidable encounter as soon as we take a step forward. So let's go ahead and do that. So, nightmares. Let me look up their stats. Nightmares are a 200 hit points. They have an incredible 66 evade. They do 3 attacks that are between 30 and 60 points of damage. They only have a 24 absorb, so that's not too bad. But they are weak to water spells, ice spells. So we're gonna hit them with ice 2. I guess you can just attack the first one. Yeah. I'm not surprised that Bran missed it all. And he only got 1 attack out. At this point, I guess their physical attacks aren't that dangerous to Jean, because he can pretty much take it. Eric might take some damage, but not too much. It's the mages that I'm worried about in this sort of situation. So let's not step on that square ever again. But let's go ahead and grab the heal staff. The heal staff is not a good weapon, but it lets us cast heal for free every turn if we want. This is going straight to Bran. I'm actually going to give him the flame sword, just so you can switch off in between, like, oh, this enemy is incredibly weak to fire, and we need that. We're going to go ahead and do that. I'm not going to equip the heal staff on Bran until we can equip the Zeus Gauntlets. Actually, yes. I was like, we cannot avoid that battle, oh no. But we can. It's fine. Alright. The next trip is pretty straightforward. We're just going to go left. There's nowhere else to go. But there are treasure chests here. None of them are guarded. So let's start at the top. And grab ourselves the gold bracelet. Now, I believe I'm gonna give that to Ren. He seems to be the one that needs it the most, in my opinion. I'm gonna give the copper one. Oops, not what I meant. I never realized that we didn't upgrade him to silver. I mean, yeah. He's been wearing copper this whole time. I'm so dumb. But that's fine. Next we have the Ice Sword. The Ice Sword. The only Ice Sword. We already have that. In fact, we have it equipped. Go ahead and trade it out. Now this would be nice if you have like a secondary fighter or a red mage, but we don't have that. It's gonna be sold. And finally, Iron Gauntlets. That's what I have to say about that. It's an insult, really, and I shouldn't have even picked them up. You know what? I'm gonna drop them. It's insulting. I don't want them. They're useless. They're beyond useless. They're not even worth selling at this point. Okay, red gargoyles again, and I am going to hit them with lightning too, and I'm gonna use anti-fire this time, like a smart boy. Get out of here, really? Naturally. That's much better than last time. Ugh. At least he didn't do fire again. Even Bran can take some direct physical damage from some of these monsters at this point, which is pretty cool. It just gives you a sense of progression, you know? Like, oh man, how far have we come? Zeus Gauntlets. See, for free, without having to do some stupid encounter, we're going to trade the Zeus Gauntlets. We're going to give that to Bran. He will equip those at a later time. We have a house. We have some gil. And some more gil. Okay. Here we go. Dang it. Oh, goody. We have mummies and whiz mummies. I don't know if we fought whiz mummies, so I guess I'll go ahead and give a little talk about whiz mummies. Whiz mummies, 188 hit points, and they have a fairly weak physical attack that does between 43 and 86 damage. We're gonna go ahead and do fire and harm because all of these guys are undead. So, yeah. Regular mummies we've already talked about many times in the past. They only have 80 hit points, and but remember, regular mummies have a chance to do not cast, but their attacks can hit us with sleep, and so can regular mummies and whiz mummies can both. Their attacks can both put us to sleep, but you know, not really that dangerous, to be perfectly honest. And I'm gonna go ahead and risk not attacking the whiz mummy twice. because I hope that Fire 3 and Harm 2 are sufficient to you know, anything that doesn't die with my fire should be dead. Oh, we get to attack first anyway, so this is actually quite sufficient, I think. There you go. Easy enough. Alright, and we are at the end of the dungeon, and we can grab the proof of our courage, which is the tail. What? I always wondered, what the heck? A tail? Yes, the tail. Oh, it stinks. Throw it over. No, don't do that. Okay, this is the boss encounter here, the zombie dragon. Funny little trivia, you can encounter zombie dragons as regular enemies just walking around on this level, which is kind of stupid. Thankfully, they're pretty rare. Okay, so zombie dragon, 268 hit points. They're going to drop a delicious 999 gil and some pretty good experience. They have a very high hit chance, 117, and their hits deal between 56 and 112 damage, and their hit can cause paralysis. However, they are undead, and yeah, they really don't have anything special about them, so we're just going to go ahead and hit them with everything we've got. At this point, I'm not really that worried about it. It's just the one. I'm only going to hit him. Actually, I might as well go all out. Hit him with a Fire 3. Why not? Hit him with a Harm 2. Why not? Even that attack wasn't all that bad. And with one more melee attack, he's going to die. So, there you go. Now, I'll go ahead and tell you guys, if you guys were wondering, the encounter that you would have to fight to get the Zeus Gauntlets, if you get them the first instance, they're the mud golems. Golem? Mud golem. Golem. That's what they're called, golems. They deal just a quick, it's not even that important, but they deal between 64 and 128 hits, points of damage. The problem with them is that they poison. I'm not sure why mud is poison, but there you go. And the problem with those guys as well is that they're pretty much immune to magic attacks. Not immune, but they have resistances to pretty much every element. And they also cast haste on each other, so that's kind of annoying. But other than that, the only reason I skipped them is because you can get the Zeus Gauntlets for free later on instead of having to fight. So I didn't see the point in engaging those guys at all. There you go. Now, the next thing we're going to go is going back to... Actually, let me save right here before I do something stupid. Okay. I am going to try to take us all the way to the cave, Bahamut's cave. Okay, unfortunately, this means that I have to go all the way back and get our, these guys are going to run, probably. I'm going to see if they run from me. Oh, they went ahead and attacked. These guys are bold. I like it. We will not run. Anyway, I have to go back and get the airship because it's the only way to land on the islands of dragons. So I'm going to go ahead and skip the whole trip to the island, and I'll see you guys back at Bahamut's cave. So here we are back at the long hallway leading to the stairs that lead back to the long hallway. Here we go. And we're going to give the tail to Bahamut. Yeah, this makes absolutely no sense. The tail of a rat proves your courage. Okay. And now look at us. Jean, Eric, Ren, and Bran. Their sprites have changed. So yeah, class change. And this is when I first found out that White Mage was actually a dude and not a girl. So, I mean, it doesn't really matter, but whatever. So let's take a look at the different classes now that we've gone ahead and made the class change. We gained. Oh no, that's from. I got attacked by a shark, and they did 1 point of damage. No big deal. So never mind, forget that. The knight is just a better fighter. As a knight as a knight, Jean will now be able to use the absolute best weapons and armor the game has to have. Additionally, knight can use level 1, 2, and 3 white magic. So, yep. And there's a weapon called the Excalibur, which we will be getting later. And once Jean has the Excalibur, he's basically going to, absolutely murder everything and everyone. As I mentioned earlier, the thief gets the biggest upgrade out of any character. We don't have a thief, so ninja is absolutely irrelevant. Red Wizards begin as a decent class. The Red Mage begins as a decent class. Red Wizard doesn't really improve them that much, unfortunately. They do get to use some of the better weapons in terms of like swords, but the increase isn't as noticeable as it is with other classes. As far as the White Mage and White Wizard, it's pretty much the extra spells that we can get, such as Exit. You guys remember Exit? I kept trying to get Exit, and I couldn't get Exit because you needed to be a wizard to use Exit. We're going to go ahead and grab Exit. I'll probably do that off screen because it's kind of a far away. It's at Crescent Lake, so we're going to head grab that at one point. Cure 4 is another one that we're going to grab. And eventually there are some other spells that we're going to get. But basically, and now that I'm thinking about it, before I completely forget, because I will, can I not equip it? Oh, you can't equip it, it's just an item you use in combat, right. But now that it's usable, I guess I can go ahead and equip the heal staff. Well, you guys know I like how to do it this way because I'm silly. Okay, done. The heal staff doesn't do damage. Basically, he's become as bad as he was with melee before. He's even worse now. But now he can heal for free, and I can just take turns healing. And if I don't want to, it doesn't cost anything, so it's free. And in the meanwhile, I can just use the Zeus Gauntlet to attack. So essentially, he loses his melee abilities but gains offensive magic. So it's still going to be pretty much the same. He doesn't gain access to like swords and stuff like that. Black Mage to Black Wizard, again, nothing super crazy, just access to some spells. Not anything crazy. The only thing that we're going to get later on is probably that nuke spell at level 25, but that's still a ways away. So that's basically it on the class change. Oh, I didn't talk about frickin' Black Belt. Master doesn't really get much of an upgrade either, unfortunately. In fact, it's probably the least upgraded version of all of them. Yeah. The only thing that you can argue is that later on, like at high levels, the damage potential that a master will get, the higher level we get, is just beyond anything even Jean is going to be able to do. But I don't think we'll ever get to that level. I don't foresee us, reaching level 40 with these characters. I mean, I don't know. I don't think so. So unfortunately, we don't get any new weapons or armor. I mean, already Eric doesn't wear armor and doesn't use weapons. And actually, if you think about it, well, you guys don't know because you're not looking at the stats, but actually Eric now has a little bit worse magic defense. So in essence, this is kind of a downgrade for him, I guess, in a very weird sort of way. He's doing 40 points of damage right now, and Jean is doing 48. So he's not that far away from being able to punch as hard as Jean hits with a sword. So that kind of tells you the potential damage that that Eric's going to be able to do later. But for now, unfortunately, he is not much different than before. So there you go. Those are the class changes. This was important for a couple of characters, not so much important for a couple of others. Really, Bran and Jean are the ones that are going to benefit the most. But next time, we're going to go ahead and continue on the story, and we're going to try to get the Orb of Water. That is the next orb that we're going to get. Yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next episode of Final Fantasy. See you guys then.